Abba, Yahweh, rise, I pray for your grace and everything that you shall provide, I pray. Every day that you teach me how to strive to put my trust in you, cause in you is where the power lies. My people are dead and pumped will come out of hide, I pray. Every day, no excuses or alibis, I pray. That every last one of these cowards die, I pray. All of this in the name of Yahweh Shai.
I pray you sing to the Lord a new song. Sing praise in the assembly.
Remember when our beautiful president announced that Space Force could go check out space? Like NASA didn't exist for the last 50 years?
Okay. And there's a reason why they want to check out space. The so-called UFO plan, or what's it called? The Star Wars project.
Oh, yeah?
The Star Wars
from the 80s, though, right?
Yeah. But they always had a belief that there was some type of extraterrestrial life. And if you believe in the Bible?
As a piece of literature, sure, it exists.
Historical. So
I
what
don't
would you?
believe it is a historical chronicle, no.
So what would you consider yourself as far as your beliefs?
That's an open-ended question. What do you mean?
Are you agnostic, atheist, evolutionist?
I am atheist.
You're atheist.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does the word atheist mean?
It means to not of God.
It means without God. So
A does not, as a prefix, does not necessarily mean without. It means it's a non, it's a negator.
yeah, the actual definition etymologically means without God. Now,
Okay.
so
Either way, I'm
so you don't believe in any God?
No.
Okay. So how did
Except the divinity within each one of us.
okay? So how did everything come into existence?
That's a good question.
You don't have an answer to that, or a theory?
A theory? Yeah. I think science will explain it someday.
What? So they haven't. They put out many theories about it. Which one would you subscribe to?
Well, look, we're this far away from when we were monkeys in the grand scheme of thing in the space-time continuum.
Dealing with
So,
eternity,
the
right?
way what we're developing intellectually in order to be able to frame that question and like properly answer it, we just don't have the technology to
So
answer
you
it.
believe we're getting smarter as time progresses?
Yes.
Okay, how about archaeology proving that we used to be bigger, skulls bigger, meaning you would have a bigger brain?
Do you think bigger is better? think bigger is better?
Absolutely. Bigger is always better. If you're heterosexual, you can ask your woman that. Bigger is always better.
See, but I have technology on my side. If size is an issue for me, I can plug something into the wall and help her out.
Well, according to archaeology, though, would you agree? Not even in a debate stance. I just want to know logically.
So you're not debating.
No. Logically, I want to know your opinion if you're going to be sincere or not.
I'm being honest with you.
Our ancient forefathers, their construction and their genetic makeup, bigger wouldn't mean better. We can reach things more. We can carry more things.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Are you a more advanced being than a Neanderthal man?
Well, I don't believe in that science. I don't believe in Neanderthals.
So you don't believe that there are you don't believe that you're the best that humanity has had to offer so far?
No, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
According to science and according to the Bible, Egypt, the pyramids in Egypt can't even be reconstructed. What does that show you? That our ancestors had some knowledge and wisdom that we can't even reproduce today.
Well, that's not entirely true. Did you also know that that same technology evolved in civilizations around the world that had zero contact with each other?
I agree. There's pyramids in South America.
Right.
There's also pyramids in Samoa or in the islands
Central
over there.
America.
Right?
Yeah.
So they said extraterrestrials came and helped the Egyptians create these pyramids because they can't figure out how it happened.
Why would the help stop there, though?
No, listen. I'm not going to give you an opportunity to deflect. I'm asking you, how are we evolving? How are we evolving mentally and physically when we can't even reproduce things that were created 3,500 years ago?
Right. I don't consider reproduction necessarily reproducibility as a sign of advancement.
Okay, go ahead.
Real quick, you asked him, does he feel like he is a more evolved human than a Neanderthal, right?
I asked him if he was
smarter.
Better.
Yes.
You said better.
Yes.
Is he better because he's more evolved than a Neanderthal? to validate your point that we're constantly evolving and getting better.
That
right?
wasn't where I was going with it, but okay.
But when he asked you, he's like, do you think we're getting better as time moves on? You said yes. You said yes, right?
I believe that's
And then
so.
you used an example to ask whether or not he's better than a Neanderthal. Because in the space-time continuum, he's now not a Neanderthal, which makes him better, right? I want to show you, I want to explain to you how that's a white supremacist argument. Reason being, what makes you white versus me being dark-skinned?
Pigment.
Pigment, and why do you have less pigment than I do?
Probably because my ancestors that left the African continent
And went where?
went north, and they weren't required to evolve in a way that produced a skin tone.
So white people are the most furthest evolved human beings possible because you guys have not evolved moving to a colder climate than any other people that have melanin or pigment in their skin. Right. No, I understand. But you evolved. Have I evolved to your level of evolution?
I assume so.
How? I still have my melanin and pigment.
Because evolution, we don't have to evolve in the same exact manner to have evolved, right?
Okay, so in what way have I evolved that you haven't?
I don't know you personally enough,
No,
sir.
just
As a people,
Well, we can
As a
have this
people.
conversation. If we were Neanderthals, you and I, we would not be having this conversation. I don't think.
Okay.
I think one of us would get angry first and probably try and beat the other one over the head.
Well, that
and
can
what
still- that
my
can still
point about the
happen.
evolution, my point was over the evolution was that bigger is not always better because I can outsmart a Neanderthal. A Neanderthal can brute force beat me to death, right? Presumably, if the stereotypes and the science and everything are true.
Here's the thing. Off of instinct, I think anybody can plan, any creature can plan on any other creature and have the upper hand if someone's not prepared for it. We see it all the time in the animal kingdom. When a lion or a cheetah creeps up, they gotta walk slow. They're more stealth, and they can creep up on an animal that's not prepared for it.
But that's very surface. The thing that separates us, the way I understand it, from any other creature on the earth, except for maybe dolphins and whales, is that we can actually contemplate our contemplation, right?
Well, here's the thing.
Other animals don't do that. Prove it.
I don't necessarily believe that. I just think our interests are in different areas. An animal doesn't really have any interest to us, so to speak, until we are posing a threat on their environment or whatever they have established. See, here's the thing. And I'm gonna just come frank, forward, and straight. Okay. You have people like the Caucasian race who will sit back and plot on others, contemplate their contemplation, whereas other people are complacent or content with what they have, their area, and what they're doing. So I wouldn't need to sit here and try to plot on you to gain intel or do recon on you to see how I can take you down. I'm good with what I have. I don't want what you have. And this is what we see. It's a natural, basic level of understanding. Now, here's the thing. Going back. Because I don't want you to run from the point. On the base or the premise that we are evolving and getting better, and you use the comparison of basic humans today versus a Neanderthal in the past, things are getting better. You cannot explain, according to an evolutionary theory, which for the record we do not believe in, but I want to show you it's a white supremacist concept. Natural selection.
Well, who wrote the Bible? White people.
Wait. Hold on. Clipping. All right. Flag on the play. Roughing the passer. Wait. Whoever said, where do you get that from?
No. We don't want to get off of that.
Can we get it for the record?
For the record, though.
For the record, who said that?
What's that?
Where do you get that from? White people wrote the Bible.
Well, given that where the Bible was written,
Where was it written? Who said it was written?
I can look in a book and see that it's written.
No, I'm saying, where was it written?
Where was it written?
Who said it was written somewhere that gives you the idea it was white people?
Who said it's history? Right?
White history, right? The same people that told us you're the most
Well,
evolved.
let me ask you something. Who invented the printing press?
Who knows? We know who patented the printing press, but who knows?
Gutenberg in Holland invented the printing press.
We don't know.
And because the people who were around Gutenberg saw this technology and harnessed it, they put out the King James Bible.
Well, you said
they get the last word because they can spread that word.
Here's
it doesn't mean that word is correct. I grant you that, but that's how we got the King James Bible.
Here's the problem. Here's where you made a disastrous claim.
You're judging me already?
No, that's not
We're
a
already
judge.
there?
But I got my master's in the Bible.
Okay.
So I can tell you 100% emphatically you're wrong on that. First of all, you said on who wrote the Bible. First of all,
I didn't say who wrote the Bible.
you said white people wrote the Bible.
Yes.
Yeah, so according to your own admission, if you believe that, you would have to say they typed the Bible.
No, it was handwritten.
It was handwritten. Who wrote the original manuscript?
Presumably monks that were of the Roman Catholic Church.
What year was that?
Well, it would be pre-Gutenberg Bible.
Do you have any clue?
The way I understand it, and I'm not a theologian
I'm
like
hearing
such
you
as
out.
yourself,
I'm hearing you out.
I would say it probably took place around 500 AD-ish.
500 AD. Okay, do you know about the Codex Sinaiticus? I'm sure you don't. That was written, the whole New Testament, the whole Greek New Testament in the 1st century. Do you know about the Textus Receptus? That was 400 AD. Do you know about the Codex? Do you know about the Codex Sinaiticus? That was the 2nd century.
What?
Do you know about the Greek Septuagint?
No, I don't know about.
What's your name?
My name's Eric.
Eric, I'm the deacon. The deacon. Pound it. Now, the Greek Septuagint, you can look this up on your own. Compiled 300, the 3rd century, right? BC. So the theory that some monks from China or whoever wrote this Bible. Europeans wrote this Bible. In where? What area?
I mean, are you gonna try to start getting down technicalities now? Is that it?
Well,
I would say Italy, France.
See, the Codex Sinaiticus, the Dead Sea Scrolls, they were all found in the Middle East. So your dates and your locations would match up with the claim that you're making.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, a bigger brain. Does a bigger brain mean you're smarter?
No.
It doesn't. So the brain mass that you have, according to scientists that you may subscribe to, right?
Right.
There's left-hand scientists, right-hand scientists. According to pretty much half of the science world, they say a bigger brain means you're smarter. Some say a bigger brain doesn't mean you're smarter. So which sciences do we rely on which aspect?
Well, I mean, you rely on the science that works. You don't have to subscribe to a school of anything. You go by your experience, right? And what you know to be true based on...
So when I say you're a pea brain, what am I saying?
You're disrespecting me.
But what does it mean, though?
You're trying to infer that I have a reptilian brain where you have a mammalian brain.
Yeah, I'm saying that you're stupid because you have a small brain.
Right.
We didn't just get that colloquial term from nowhere. It has to have some truth behind bird brain. A bird brain, right?
Well, but now you're talking about different components of a contemporary brain, right? So that the reason why the mammalian brain is so much larger in general than a reptilian brain is because we have layers over the hippocampus and all of like the basic fight or flight and all those components.
Do you still believe you only use 10% of your brain?
I probably use less. Clearly.
Well, let me ask you this. If you only use 10% of your brain, why can I hit you on another side of your brain and you get brain damage?
Oh, well, that's just shock. That's kinetic force.
So it affects the 10% part from the force?
If that damage occurs in an area of the brain that gives me higher learning, then yes.
Okay, so...
But what if it doesn't?
So
there's people who've been shot in the head through and through, right? That are still walking and talking, right?
They're not the same. Well,
no,
I don't know. I can't speak for it. I don't really know nobody who's been shot in the head and me being able to interact with it.
Right. I mean, but scientifically, it's possible. Statistically, it's possible. It's not likely. I'm not willing to take one in the dome for that. But you know what I mean?
to check it out, right? So I'll give you this last one. I know your daughter.
Yes.
I know she's trying to leave. So the Big Bang Theory, right? You believe in that too?
I think it's the best explanation so far.
Okay. So when did? Let me ask you this: are you a man of faith?
Yes, but probably not in the way you think.
How are you a man of faith?
I have a belief in the general goodness that everything will work out.
Okay, so would you say you're religious?
I am non-religious.
Do you know the definition of religion?
Oversubscribed. Basically being a member of a club that gives you the answers instead of training you to go out and find out for yourself.
That's a funny answer, but
No, that's what I believe.
Okay, well that's your own definition, right? Yes. Rob, right? Eric, Rob, Danny, Jim, all the same.
Oh,
so no, I'm joking. So you have belief in the unseen.
Right.
That means you're religious.
No.
You can't prove. You weren't there to see the Big Bang Theory. You just have belief in it. And faith.
I believe in the framework. I understand the framework that leads up to those. It's not possible right now to know that the Big Bang Theory exists because the Big Bang Theory is the start of our space-time continuum. And in order to be able to witness that event, you have to be in a framework outside.
What
of
bang?
that event, right?
What bang?
Well, if all the universe energy and mass was compressed and
what?
it's an infinitely small spot and it's ever expanding from that moment, that's the Big Bang.
What do you mean small spot?
Well, we started somewhere, right?
I'm asking you, according to evolutionists, the religion, evolutionists, what bang? Something had to bang.
I mean, I got a 10-year-old here. I don't want to talk about Adam and Eve.
You're religious, man. You're religious. So.
You're an excellent semantic.
Something bang. But look, something bang that wasn't even there.
Well, that's our word, to primitively describe something we don't understand.
So
right?
what's more logical? Me believing that there's a higher power who created this, who's outside of the time and universe, or me believing that something bang that wasn't even there? Because nothing was, you talk to every top professor and scholar who's an evolutionist, nothing was there. This is their doctrine. Nothing was there to bang.
Well, bang implies sound. Sound cannot take place without a medium,
I
right?
agree. But
so bang is not the right word, but bang we mean explosion, right?
Explosion. So when something explodes in space, which way does it go? It goes like this. According to the doctrine of evolutionists, it goes like a merry-go-round. That's why when you see the
I'm
pictures
starting
in
to
space,
feel that right now.
The pictures in space, right? They got the rocks going and everything's orbiting one way, right?
No.
That's what they say.
No,
I don't believe
that's not what they're saying. That's not what they're saying.
Okay, somebody look
it
up.
Do you understand how
quick.
gravity works? Like, do you
That's
believe?
if I believe. That's if I believe in gravity or not.
You don't believe in the four basic elemental forces of the
According
universe?
to who?
Do you not believe in strong gravity, weak gravity, atomic? You don't believe in any of those?
How can we? How can we prove gravity?
Hey, yo, chill, real quick. We'll get to you. Hold on.
Honestly, I have to go. I'm trying to be.
All right, man. Bring him over here.
Can you tell us your
Hey, white boy.
It was a real pleasure. Oh,
right,
come
all
on,
right.
really?
Hey, look, you know what's funny?
He came up rude. He came up rude. You came up respectful.
It's true, but your grace dictates your world.
His grace
right?
came up
Like
and dictated. Remember that
Yeah, but
bang
he
I was
dictated
talking
your
about?
world. He made you react.
Dictating the bang. You was about to see the bang. All right, man. All right. So at this, go ahead. You got something to say?
Hey, real quick. Based off of his explanation of faith, he says that what? Everything will pretty good will overcome or will be the outcome of everything eventually. Would it be more bizarre for me to believe that that's the case in this place that we living in now versus believing in a God that lives in the sky that created everything to be as good as he says it's going to end up being? You see what I'm saying? He has faith because guess what? He can have that type of faith. Good is always going to end up coming because you're a white man in America and you can have that type of faith. I can't have that type of faith to just believe that you're going to say, don't worry about it, it'll all work out in the end. Yes, I know that because the scriptures tell me so, that the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the true Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible, God's chosen people. And not only are we going to end up on top, but everything that everybody has ever done to us outside of our nation is going to have to pay for it, a twofold, a hundredfold, however many fold, until the Lord is satisfied. It's a big bill they racked up.
That's right.
Yeah, this second Ezra 4:21. For like as the ground is given unto the wood, and the sea to its floods, even so they that dwell upon the earth may understand nothing but that which is upon the earth, and he that dwelleth above the heavens